The truth has a way of finding you even when you're not looking for it, especially when you're not looking for it. I wasn't snooping. I need you to understand that. I wasn't the kind of person who went through phones or checked messages or played detective, but sometimes the universe decides it's time for you to stop living in denial, and it throws the truth right in your face. It was a Thursday evening. I remember because Thursdays were our nights, or at least they used to be. The one night we'd both agreed to keep sacred, to turn off work mode and just be together. But recently, even Thursdays had become negotiable. She'd come home late, distracted, already exhausted by the time she walked through the door. This particular Thursday, she'd texted saying she'd be an hour late. Team dinner. I should eat without her. Fine, whatever. I was getting used to disappointment by then. I'd learned to swallow it down with my dinner and pretend it didn't taste bitter. So I ordered takeout for one, settled onto the couch, and turned on a show we'd been watching together. Except watching it alone felt wrong, felt like admitting something I wasn't ready to admit. So I turned it off and just sat there in the silence of our apartment that somehow felt emptier than it ever had before. Her laptop was on the coffee table. She'd been working from home that morning and must have forgotten to close it before rushing out. The screen was dark, but it wasn't shut. And I wasn't going to look. I really wasn't. But then a notification popped up, just a preview on the locked screen. But it was enough. It was more than enough. Can't wait to see you tonight, counting down the minutes. From Marcus. To her. At 6:30 p.m., when she'd told me she'd be at a team dinner, when she'd looked me in the eyes and lied, just straight up lied like it was nothing, like I was nothing, like 3 years of us was nothing. My hands were shaking as I opened the laptop. The messages were right there. She hadn't even logged out. Maybe part of her wanted me to find out. Maybe she was too wrapped up in him to even think about covering her tracks anymore. Message after message after message. Weeks of them, months of them. Intimate conversations, plans to meet up, complaints about me, about how I didn't understand her the way he did, how she felt guilty but also alive for the first time in so long. How she knew she should end things with me, but she was scared. Scared of hurting me. Scared of making the wrong choice. But not scared enough to stop, not scared enough to choose me. There were pictures too. Nothing explicit, but intimate in a way that hurt worse than any nude could have. Her smiling at him the way she used to smile at me. Them at lunch. Them at some after-work happy hour. Them existing in this whole separate world that I had no part of. A world where I was just the obstacle, the complication, the thing standing between her and her happiness. I don't know how long I sat there scrolling through the evidence of my own irrelevance. Time stopped meaning anything. The takeout got cold, the apartment got dark, and I just kept reading, kept torturing myself with every little detail of how she'd fallen out of love with me and into love with him. How it had been gradual for her, but would be devastating and instant for me. When she finally came home, I was still on the couch. Laptop still open. Her messages to Marcus still on the screen. She walked in with this smile on her face, this glow that I hadn't seen directed at me in months. And then she saw me. Saw the laptop. Saw that I knew. And that glow died so fast it was like watching a light get switched off. I can explain, she said. But could she? Could she really explain how you dismantle someone's entire world while pretending everything's fine? Could she explain how you wake up next to someone every morning knowing you'd rather be waking up next to someone else? Could she explain how you say I love you when what you really mean is I'm just waiting for the right moment to leave you? I didn't yell. I wanted to. God, I wanted to rage and scream and make her feel even a fraction of what I was feeling. But instead, I just looked at her and asked the only question that mattered. How long? It's not what you think, she started, and I almost laughed because isn't that what they always say? Nothing physical has happened. We're just friends who... How long have you been in love with him? The silence that followed was its own answer. She looked at the floor, at her hands, anywhere but at me. And in that silence, I felt 3 years of my life crumble into dust.